What's up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. We're over here. This is a familiar site. If you've been following any of the John Doc channel, if y'all are on his channel any at all, you have seen this shop a lot. We're at TKM. Kevin Mullins is back there. We're strapping this car to the hub dyno. So we're going to try to get this thing shut down. We just got the motor back last week, got it fired up, got everything working. So it seems to be in good shape and everything seems to be running. But Kevin wanted to just get it on the hub dyno, shake it down, all new combination. And so that's awesome that he is willing to do that. So he's going to be tickling the keyboard today, getting the tune-up where it needs to be, so that when we get to the track, we're going to have a nice, safe tune-up, and we're going to be able to lay down some passes. All right, check it out. Make sure to head over to turbojohnracing.com so you can get entered to win this Hans device. Step up your safety game. This is a little trans brake test. Yes, shifter should work. Ooh, 1324, that's not bad. Okay, so we just made our first official pull. It was a partial pull. It made 1,300 at like 17 pounds of booze. And also, we're going to probably try a 1.0 or 132 turbine housing on this thing. Now, this thing's got a big turbine wheel. It's got an H-trim turbine wheel. So we're going to have to get a custom machined housing. But basically, he just told us, it was pretty good terminology. He said the 118 is a bad piece, but you really have to be mean to it. You gotta spool it hard. And something else, on my car, we don't have like real thin springs in my wastegate. We don't have any in Randy's at all, so we're having to put quite a bit of dome pressure on it for it to make boost. So we're going to put some springs in there too, so we can get that done. What's so far so good? So it's coming. We pulled the valve covers off twice now, and everything looks good in the rocker arms. There's some very nice rocker arms. Everything seems to be staying stable. So I think Jezel hit it on the head with changing the rocker arms. Now we only shifted at like 7,000 RPM, so we didn't really make a ton of RPM. But looking good, looking good. It's cold. Part of making these pulls, you have to pull the plugs out. So Milton and Zach pulled all the plugs out, and they got to hole number 2. And when the hole number 2 spark plug come out, it looked brand spanking new. It was obviously not firing, and there was a problem. So we started trying to hunt down, figure out what it was. In order to get fire and power, you have to have compression, you have to have fuel, and you have to have adequate spark. So one of those 3 things was a problem. So we done a compression check on it with our fingers, sticking it over the hole. It bloated out, no problem. The plug was wet with fuel, it looked like, so I thought we had fuel. So now we're just checking for spark. And you can see this thing was barely sparking, and it was doing it very erratically. So this is the cylinder number 2 that we were having problems with. It made 1,300 horsepower with 7 cylinders. Let's see if we can figure it out. Yeah. It's the wiring. Okay, so that just fired. Very weak fire. So it's something in the wiring. How's it not getting maybe it doesn't have a good connection? Did that brown wire, did it sound off as good as the other one? All right, go ahead. Here is a failure of something. So we spent the last hour, so cylinder B, which is cylinder number 2, when we pulled the spark plug out, it hadn't been firing at all. None, 0. It fired none at all. And so we unplugged everything, traced all the wires, and Zach said sometimes it just works when you unplug it and plug it back up. So yeah, so we think it was running on 7 cylinders earlier, and now it's working. Working. $18.97. Yeah, that was a little different. So we pulled plugs again and verified that now we're actually getting heat in this plug. That's number 2. This is its neighbor across from it. This one's actually a little bit hotter, a little bit leaner. We're gonna have to do some individual cylinder tuning later. Because it automatically, it goes in between the numbers. Right, and when you click conversion now, if you've done 4 cells, it'll be 10 or 15 cells. I ain't never thought about it. I've just always tried to do the big one, but that makes sense.
One of y'all's phone's ringing.
It's not mine.
I think it's yours.
right, guys, we think this is the last pull, so it's making good power now. The last pull, we turned the boost safety off, and so it dumped reverted to wastegate, dumped all the dome pressure off. All right, guys, well, that's a pretty successful day on the dyno. We fought through a few issues, and it worked out good, though. So now we got to get it to the track. We made decent power. We made almost 1,900 horsepower at like 24 pounds of boost. He turned the boost up, made a little bit more boost, but the power went down a little bit. So we may be blowing through the converter, he thinks. It could be also the way we got the dumps working. It's possible that we just, the dumps are not coming on soon enough and there's not enough fluid getting to the converter. So we're gonna play with that some, but we have a very good sound engine. We had a cylinder down the first couple pulls. Cylinder number 2, for some reason, was not getting any spark, but we couldn't tell it was skipping at all. It was not skipping. It did not act like a dead hole. So it may have been firing ever so slightly, just enough so it wasn't completely, dead. And the MSD box, the 600, it was showing there was a fault. So we started tracing out the wiring, unplugging and plugging stuff back up, and it started working. So I don't know if maybe one of the connectors, maybe one of the pins, sometimes they just don't get seated properly. So it seems to be working now, and it sounds like a whole different animal. So this thing is spooling up good. I think we got us a hot rod. Randy's happy. So we're having a blast. Kevin, I appreciate you letting us go on the hub dyno. He said it was a good tool, and he is right.
Yeah, I wish we could stay longer. And I think the converter might be fine-tuned, but you guys will iron all that out. But I'm glad you come.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's going to work. Hey, and you're doing a giveaway soon too, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, giving away a motor. Zach said go ahead and write the motor out to him. He said he's planning on winning.
If I don't win it, it was rigged.
He's buying every shirt known to man. So y'all, other people that are buying shirts, y'all may as well just buy a motor instead. All right, guys, comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget, I'm also doing a giveaway. I'm giving away a Hans device. So y'all go enter. I ain't got as many cool t-shirts, but there's a few out there. So buy a Hans device, get entered to win. No, hold on. Buy a t-shirt. Get entered to win a Hans device. All right, guys, later.